And so today I want to introduce you to someone that has become very special to me, really. And she's really, we're in a similar community together where we are learning and growing. And I wanted to just kind of talk to her and learn more about her. Her name is Julie Browny. I want to welcome her to Roxie's Kitchen and Events. And thank you for joining me today. This has not been practiced or anything. We are going with the flow. We are um, going to do this while Julie shows us a special tea that she likes to drink. And
Browny.
I have a tea here, but I didn't make it myself.
Fine.
But
Yeah.
it's ginger, turmeric,
Ooh,
and it's very good. And if you add a little bit of lemon to it, you're
yeah.
good.
Love a good
So
ginger turmeric. Yeah, love that.
yeah. So let's just jump in, Julie.
Should
Let
I
me know
say
like where you are and how you feeling today.
welcome to my kitchen? I never bring my laptop out of my space, so this feels very welcome to a
It
new
looks really good. It looks really good. Yeah.
Um, I'm Julie. I run a shop called The Lost Shelf. I help folks find joy through memory and play and preservation. And right now, I'm gonna make a berry syrup of sorts, maybe.
Oh,
And then I'm gonna add that to some black tea, and I'll have like iced black tea berry thing. I'm gonna try. I've made some syrups before, but honestly, I just put 2/3 of a cup of this, and I'm gonna one for one that with some sugar and maybe put some vanilla. We'll see. We'll get crazy.
okay. Okay. Well, I can't wait to see how that tastes once you're
If
done.
I'm off screen, I'm just walking around the kitchen.
Right, just grabbing stuff. And while you're doing that, is it okay if I go ahead and ask
Please,
some questions? Okay.
please.
Well, what's the book that made you fall in love with reading? Because you love
Oh,
books, and that's
that,
something that I want the audience to really learn about you, because that's something
mhm.
that kind of endears me to you and what you do. So,
You. That is such a hard question. That's like, I think they say like picking your favorite child or picking your favorite song. It's hard. But I get the like kickoff, right? This is not I don't think this is like a profound book by any means, but it's a book that reminds me of my childhood. And it's the Amelia Bedelia series.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have some of those in my little old library stash.
Yeah. Oh my. So I think it's one of the first books in my life that made me laugh. And I like laugh out loud. I was like, look at her not take, she has no idea what she's doing. She doesn't know, she doesn't know how to clean this house. She's taking everything literally. And I think maybe without realizing it, I was like, oh, I want more experiences like this. Like I want to laugh. I don't want to think about reading as like something I do in school or, like this felt new and different. So I would say early on in my childhood, just thinking of books that were like not sort of typically educational or that sort of thing, like more adventurous, made me think about myself. And so Amelia Bedelia is the first that came to mind. So I'm keeping with that. It might, I might sit with the question more, but I'm calling it that. And I'm gonna
Okay.
put this on the stove with some sugar.
All right. So there's some things I found out about you
Yeah.
visiting your channel on
Oh,
YouTube.
yes.
And
I'm listening. I'm getting sugar.
yep, you have a lot of hobbies. Uh, Gaming, crafting, decorating, building Legos. Now I gotta know more about that.
Yeah.
So out of all of your hobbies,
Oh,
what's
okay.
your current obsession?
Ooh, these are good questions. And I know you're interviewing me, but I want to know your answers to these questions if that's okay. These are good questions. I think my current hobby, like right now, I'm gaming a lot on the Switch. I'm playing Moonstone Island and Animal Crossing, but I'm also bookbinding. So that's really new for me. I've been learning how to like stitch books and buying books together and learning about different types of stitches like French link and learning how to make book boards. And that's been really fun and difficult. Like I feel like I'll pick up a hobby and I'm like, yeah, like there's a learning curve, but this feels like a whole new world. There's like professions around it, right? It feels very like wild. But yeah, I love hobbies as like a way to access joy, right? You're like, you get to sit with yourself, you figure it out, especially cozy hobbies, like slower hobbies, maybe not like more like nature walky, chess, board games, all the things that you've already named. So those sorts of things. So yeah, I feel like those are my two right now. So bookbinding and then I'm gaming. Yeah. But what about you? Tell me while I put the sugar away.
Okay, so my, oh gosh, something I still love to do that kind of seems like it went out of style
Yeah.
is, and so I have these old scrapbooks that I started years ago, didn't finish. I used to try to invite people over, hey, come scrapbook,
That's so
that
fun.
kind of thing. And um, nobody was really interested in it that,
Yeah.
here and
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Never really, there's some books that I would really love to finish. So
Yeah.
it's like if anybody like had offered a time to, scrapbook
Yes.
line or something, grab all your stuff and let's do this. And
Yeah.
I would join something like that.
You could do that right after
That's
this if you like.
that's something that hey, I'm down for that. But I
Yeah.
love doing that. One of my goals is before I leave this world that I will put every picture I have inside of a book. Get it off my phone, get it out of the stratosphere, and put it in books so that people can enjoy my photos. Because after I'm gone, they're not going to know how to get to my picture.
No, no,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, we lose so many things to the digital world, but oh, I would love to see it. I would love to see you put it all in. If you feel like sharing, and you do, and I'm happy to do it with you. I would
Yeah.
love to see it.
I even take pictures of all of my kids' old artwork from school. I've done some of it, but I still have bins and bins of
Oh, a
all of their
dream.
stuff. All, I'm not kidding,
A
all of
dream.
it.
Listen, listen, if I'm ever in your city, I'm happy to sit with you. We could do it. That would be so fun and so beautiful and so precious. Like
That.
it would be so, I'd probably cry.
When I get into that, some people
Yeah.
think what I do is boring, but I love it, and I think the people out there who love it, they're gonna find us.
Yes, yeah. And scrapbooking is, I do think scrapbooking's coming back in that like there's tons of new like scrapbooking stationery coming out, right? Like I think
Right?
junk journaling and more analog stuff is, I think they say the pendulum is swinging back, right? We're getting back
Yeah.
to analog. And so I think scrapbooking will be a lot of more people.
Well, I'm gonna show you something.
Oh, please. Let me turn this
That's
down.
a gift, and I haven't used it yet.
Oh, oh my.
I
You
cannot wait to use this.
I have tried, I just said this earlier that there's a learning curve with hobbies, but calligraphy, I never beat that curve. That is so difficult. All
There's
I write,
people teaching it these days, but
right. Yeah.
once I find the time to really like do that, that's another thing I want to do.
I would also love to see it. Like I think, do you have neat handwriting, like in general?
I have good handwriting. Yeah, people like my handwriting.
I think if you start off strong with good handwriting, then you can move into calligraphy. But like
Oh,
the learning curve was too big for me. I write like chicken scratch.
doctor writing.
It was too much. It was bad. Worse than doctor writing, probably.
Oh no, no, I don't
I
want to
know.
be.
I know. It's terrible.
Oh, yeah, well, that's something that's been on my heart lately is scrapbooking and getting all my memories together.
Yeah.
Even though I haven't been doing that stuff between moving and all that. Um,
A
but
lot of people don't, right? A lot of people don't. It's normal to not spend that time doing it, but it's good when we do, right? And when we
yeah,
remember to do. So
it's
I'm happy to do it with you. You know I am.
I know you are. That's what I love about you. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you another question.
Please.
Um, this has to do with something that you have a passion for,
Mhm.
and I know that it is bringing people joy and creating pockets of joy.
A little pocket. Mhm.
Can you explain to people, like, how do you create those pockets of joy
Ooh.
that you mentioned on your channel?
You know, I think it's exactly what you were just talking about. Like, find like knowing that you want to do it, right? Some of it is identifying what it is that you want to do and what feels good. If you want to scrapbook, if you want to do calligraphy, and then prioritizing it. Like, and it doesn't have to be huge and glamorous. It doesn't have to be a full day event. Like, it can be right after we get off this call, we spend 30 minutes doing it. Like,
Right.
I think maybe for some it can be the planning of it or the event of it that stops people from finding a pocket. So make it more every day, more daily, more just sort of part of your routine and less of an event. And so I think that's how I found pockets of joy. When I do sort of bigger things like a movie night or something, yeah, that requires a little more planning, but because I have sort of joy sprinkled out, it makes it sort of easier to host those things, right? It's like getting into the groove. It's like if you work out consistently, then yeah, you can go for a long walk, right? Like you're like, oh, I have the stamina to do that. It's the same thing I think with joy. It's like, oh, I have the skill, I have the practice of doing that. I make it more every day. So I think defining what that joy looks like for you, defining and then sort of seeing it on your timeline of when can I fit that in? Can I do less of what I think that is? Like, can I just sit and watch the movie and not do the popcorn, but do the popcorn later? Right? Just more mindfulness of that experience. So like defining, doing it, and then sort of documenting it. You know how I am around take a picture of it, send a voice note to yourself, write it down, scrapbook about it, journal it about it, because you have to remind yourself that this is important and that you care enough to preserve it and to do it again. And so I think there's like a cycle, right? Define it, practice it, right? Preserve it and do it again. Keep doing it. Keep it going. And like anything, right? Not to sound babbly, but make sure I'm not burning syrup. Um, it's a practice and you have to want to do it.
Right.
You know, it is a choice. It's not gonna like happen because you ignored it and hated it. Like you do have to do it. We all gotta do it if we want it. So yeah, I hope that answered that.
Yeah. Because while you're talking, I'm thinking, maybe I should just set up a little station so it's always there. I don't have a place I don't have to
Yeah,
clean up my arts and crafts, I could
exactly.
just have it out
Yeah.
in the scrapbook for 10 or 15 minutes.
Take the pressure off of it. Take the,
Yeah.
you know, just like, oh, I sit here and I scrapbook on my breaks or in between my meetings, you know,
Yeah.
make it more of a sort of daily practice and acknowledge that you're doing it. I think we can often like forget that we're there or when we're in the moment, we sort of just not there. I remember when I used to think self-care was taking a bath. So I'd sit in the bath and then I'd be thinking about work or like trying to problem solve. And I was like, why am I not relaxed? I'm in the bathtub. And then I feel that way about joy. So it's like, be there, like experience that thing. Um, I
I don't
didn't
think
even,
I've ever heard that before that way. But
yeah,
that's true, what you just said about being in the tub and not actually being there.
yeah, exactly. You're
Thinking about
totally,
all this other stuff, so you can't
yeah.
enjoy
So I
it.
think about that with joy. So like you're scrapbooking, be there, enjoy it. Like think about what you're doing, the textures, all of it, just like be there. Uh,
Yeah, okay. So what's going on with the syrup? What do you have to wait for or do with
The syrup is basically done. I'm gonna need to like the frozen berries they weren't cut. They had it had blueberries and blackberries, but the strawberries were whole. So I'm gonna
oh,
mash it.
okay, gotcha.
But the syrup is done. I don't. It's just in here. So I'm boiling some water to make the tea, and then I'll put the syrup at the bottom. And that will
Oh,
be
oh, okay. So
that.
this is just cooked berries with sugar.
Berry sugar. I added some vanilla powder. If it wasn't berries, I would have put like cinnamon or something else. Like if I used apples or something, but
Yeah.
berries, maybe lemon would be nice, right?
Mhm. Oh yeah, lemon would be perfect.
You're the
Yeah.
expert. I'm like, I don't know. I did add a little bit of this vanilla powder. I went to Cambridge and there's a shop called Curio Spice. It's a woman-owned business, and they grind the vanilla beans so that it's not wasted, and then they sell them in these little packets. So it's very
I have never seen vanilla powder ever in my life.
me either.
Wow.
Me either,
Until
and
just now.
it's
Okay.
strong. It's fine in like things you cook down, but if you were gonna like I wouldn't use it in place of a syrup or anything because it's gritty, right? But if
Okay.
you're gonna
Yeah.
cook it down, then yeah. It was very
Okay.
cool. I've never seen it either. And it comes in this tiny little cute bottle. Look at that. I don't
Wow.
know how that works, but like you know when you're on YouTube or the folks.
Yeah. Sorry. I haven't seen anybody do that in a long time. Yeah, this is fun. So I have a question still about the powder. So do you use that, say like, because I use vanilla extract
Mhm.
in my cookies. Can that, is it too gritty for cookies or what do you use? Just
I
the
put it in
liquids?
like I put it in like brown butter cookies because then I'll melt it down in the butter. But I've
Okay.
never like put it in like flour because when I bought it, she told me it'd be gritty. But I've not even tested the theory. But that's what she said. She said do it in something you're gonna cook down because it also wasn't very cheap, so I wasn't trying to waste it.
Wow, I'm gonna
Um,
research the
I
vanilla
know. I was
powder.
like, it's also just like like a genius thing to do. Like, why?
Oh,
What are you else gonna do with the vanilla?
so you don't waste the pods, is that right?
Yeah, I mean that's
Okay.
the theory.
I didn't know the pods had vanilla flavor or anything. I thought it was just the
Me
inside.
either.
Oh.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Me either. Okay, that's done. I will mash it, but probably later. I'm gonna make some.
Oh, okay.
I got some tea. I'll do that one. Uh,
Oh, I see. So you mix the tea that you want with the berries and
yeah,
okay, got it.
yeah. So I have some peachy keen black tea. It's black tea with papaya and peach pieces and calendula.
Ooh.
I've had it only a few times before, so I like this tea iced. So I'm gonna steep it. And then, oh, I have this little. Do you remember Tivana? It
Yeah, I miss it. They took it down from where I was living.
Yeah, it got taken over by Starbucks, but my partner used to work there, where they went and got taken. And we had this tea maker.
I
And
had one of those a long time ago.
yeah, this one we had got off eBay because we wanted one again and we couldn't find it. So it's a good tea maker. I'll show you. Let me just put some tea. But yeah,
You know, I might still have one of those in my storage.
it's possible. It's
Because I remember that when he held, I was like, oh, I remember that.
It's a good. I mean, some
It works really well. I liked it.
there's so many ways to brew tea, but I know those like over the cup hold. They always have the holes are too big. You got tea everywhere. Come on.
Daughter gave me one that has the cup built at the bottom and
Oh
it's
yeah.
ceramic.
Oh, I think I've seen one like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of drains or you pour it in after. It's really a cute little green set that she gave me. Yeah.
That's cute. I love function and beauty, I think is what they say. Like when it's
Yeah.
pretty, but it works. Pretty, but does the job.
All right. Well, let's see. I want to talk to you about um more about books and your reading life.
Oh man.
Um, do you have a go-to genre?
Oh,
You want comfort or escape?
for sure. I think my go-to genre is certainly fantasy. But I do also really like sci-fi. Lately I've been trying to read biographies. I don't know what it is. I love listening to people's stories, but I think that's exactly what it is. I love listening to people's stories. If I
Yeah,
have a physical book and I'm like reading your life, I don't know what it is. It's not
yeah,
for me.
right. No,
Try. Um,
I'm like that.
yeah, so definitely fantasy sci-fi is my go-to, and then lately it's been attempting to read some biographies. I'm rereading. Actually, I have it over here. I think. Let's see. No, are you upstairs?
Yeah.
Um, I'm rereading this Joe Abercrombie um fantasy series. It is intense. I read the first book, but I read it like 2 years ago and I completely forgot what happened. And so I'm gonna reread it and then try to get to book 2 and 3. But I remember it was gory, and I was like,
Oh,
am I
yeah.
am I ready for this? So I'm reading that again. But I will say I also have been reading a lot of like middle grade books or like kids books. I love rereading kids books,
Oh
or
my gosh, I found you.
it's it's
I I love reading kids' books. I've never heard anybody else say that.
let's do it. We should start a book club, you and me. We should just
Yeah,
read kids books. It's an adult book club for kids books.
yes, I would love that. I have so many kids' books.
I did
And,
not do my timer. Let
I
us.
would be reading my books by myself in my little library. Isn't
Yay!
it?
Let me show you what. Let me show you this.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, wait.
Oh, cute.
I
Oh,
have. Hopefully, coming. Scaring the cats. Okay, two of my favorites. Okay, the Stinky Cheese Man and Other Fairly Stupid
I
Stories.
have that book.
The another book from my childhood that just made me laugh. I said they're doing it. Like, it's funny.
Yes.
Um, and I am on a mission to buy all the I Spy series.
Okay. I
This
have one, I think. I
I
think.
want to. I This is my only one, so I'm saying that I'm on a mission, as in I got one. But
Yeah.
I don't know, something about it feels really nostalgic, and I know I've read them as a kid, but I'm like, I don't know, something about this
I
makes
think they had a magazine, didn't they? Like
me
a little
had
kid.
a magazine. That I know they had like a Christmas one, they had like a
Hmm.
spooky one. But then, yeah, I was just, when I found out when I was older that they were actually setting up these shots, like this is not, generated by any means, of course, that they
Yeah.
were like going out and creating these little, like, I was like, my brain. I love when I find out that somebody does something for a living that I would have never thought about. Like somebody, they did this for a living, you know?
Oh, wow.
You know?
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm yappy today. So
No, you're
thank you.
supposed to be. This is your interview.
Oh,
We
right, right,
want to
right,
know about you.
right. Thank you.
Welcome.
I'm feeling talkative, but in a
Well, that's good. So I got another question.
okay.
Um, have you ever DFN'd a book you were excited for? And tell people what that means.
It's DNF, which is hilarious.
Oh, DN.
It just did not finish. That is so funny. Many times. So
Yeah,
many times. I think I'm definitely a sucker for books that are like hyped up or everybody's talking about them, especially if it's like a Black author or a Black queer author. Uh,
yeah,
then if I will just put it down. I'm not a person who's like, see it through. Don't see it through. Life is too short. If it's bad, put it down. Try a new one. Like, I have stopped so many. I try not to call out the authors because
yeah.
they work hard on their books, but there are plenty that I said, I don't know why
Oh,
they did this. I don't know why they did this.
I'll even do that with movies. I'll turn it off and be like, I'm sorry.
No, yeah. Why am I about to sit through
Don't
this?
waste my time on this.
No,
Oh,
absolutely not.
that is funny.
Uh,
How do you decide what to read next?
ooh, look
Uh,
how heavy this is. I am a mood reader. So
Okay.
I just go by vibes. Like, what am I feeling today?
Yeah.
I very rare, this is bad, but I very rarely look at my TBR, like the books I should be reading or somebody recommended. I have a list. I very rarely look at it because there's so many things coming and going in the world of books that
Yeah.
I typically just pick a new book. I need to though. It's bad. Oh,
Oh,
it's dark, it's raining. Um, but I should go through my list and say, let me read all these books. But I never
right.
do. I also have tons of books on my shelves that I've not read yet, but then the library recommends something to me and then I'm reading that book. I'm all over the place. But
Oh,
there's just so many books. It's just like there's so many songs to read. There's so many people to meet. There's just so much.
right. No, I get it. You got to make, pick and choose.
Yeah. Okay. So
So I'm
I'm
trying to make sure I don't ask you the same thing twice. Well, this is kind of similar. But what's a book you've reread multiple times and why?
oh, let's see. Okay, so I put a little bit. I don't know if you can tell. This is just the
Oh,
strawberry.
I
This is
see. Yeah.
blueberry. It's mostly blueberry. And this is my tea, which has been steeping for perhaps too long. I'm gonna put some ice.
I didn't expect you to say that.
Um, second,
What?
it's slow. Okay, ice and tea. Oh
Oh,
wait, that's
yeah.
fine. So I want people to see it if they or you.
Oh, you're putting ice in the glass. Oh, that's right. I forgot that's how you do it.
Not this
Yeah.
much, but gonna have to. Ooh, okay.
That's
Yay! Now I have
good.
iced tea.
That's really good.
Thank you. I am now Julia Childs. You may come to
I'm
my.
gonna put some explosions of
Yeah.
confetti up there.
Thank you. I've done it. Call me a chef. No. Let's see. I don't reread. I know it's a contested topic, it's a hot topic, but I very rarely reread except if like in this situation, like if I forgot a book and I want to read the book in the next book in the series, I'll reread a book.
Right,
If it's a kid's book, I'll reread it because it's kids.
right. So short and you
But if it's like a novel, I'm probably not coming back to it. It's not. No, there's again too many options. Okay,
yeah.
I should. Sometimes I can be like a really slow and intentional reader, but sometimes I'm just not. I just read and go.
Right, yeah.
Go.
I believe I'm more like that as well,
Yeah.
especially if it's a really thick book.
Yeah.
Unless it has to be so good. It has to be like
Exactly.
my favorite movie good. So
I'm
yeah,
definitely like a person who likes the surprise of the book and like the build of the book. So I think rereading it, I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen. It's not the same
yeah,
the second
yeah.
time around.
That's true.
Some
That's true.
people feel that it is the same the second time around, but I cannot agree. Or that you like feel something different. I think that might be true, but
Or if you forget the ending, which is
yeah.
wild that I feel like every time I watch, like I love the Hobbit trilogy.
Yeah, good.
And I have all three movies, and for some reason, I always seem to forget what happened at the end. I'm like, why do I always? Maybe that's my way of like wanting to watch it again and like just block.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like yeah, that makes sense. If you can't remember the end, then you don't ruin the surprise because it's surprising again. So that's fair.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, girl. That looks wonderful. What's the name of it? You think you'll name it?
Mm, that is good, actually. That's like peachy and fruity. I don't know. I'm not good at naming things.
Berry surprise.
There we go. Period. Period.
Berry surprise. There you go.
Yep,
You
that's
like it? Okay.
that's good. That's good.
Got a little dance. All
Yeah.
right. Well,
It's
that's
not too sweet because I didn't put too much of that syrup, which I have done before. Like I was like, oh, I'll load it up because you see on don't
right.
you've seen
Right.
me on YouTube or
You
TV
only had like that much.
like
So,
that. No, that's sugar.
okay.
But okay.
Um,
Yeah.
there craft or creative project that's been on your wish list for a long time and you haven't started it yet?
Ooh, let's see. This is on my wish list, but I've started it and failed. And so I want to try it again. Miniatures, you know how people make like little book nooks or little like miniatures of little stores and
You
things.
want me to geek out? Just
Please do.
you
I
do.
love them. I think they're
I love
gorgeous. I want to finish one and I never have because I don't think I'm a tiny. I think you have to be a very specific type of person to like be very sort of
patient. Super patient.
patient. And also like most of those
And,
people either have glue or something and I'm like, oh, this is getting messy and I don't it's not on straight. And then I get like very perfectionist and I'm like, why isn't this straight? But no, I want to do it. I'm like determined to defeat the challenge, but I every time I ever start,
we'll leave that to the people who do Tiny Chef and stuff.
yeah, exactly. Those are those people because I don't know how they do it. I just get so like, yeah, the patience. I think it's the patience. I should think.
I think something like that, part of it may be something that you're innately born with,
Mhm.
you know, because I think the things that each of us do individually, like well, without any schooling or
Right,
training,
right.
it's just something that I think everybody's innately born with something that they do really well. That
Hmm.
each other's, you know.
I remember when I was like in second and third grade and I knew girls who would like cut really straight. And I'm like, how are you doing that? What are the tricks that you know?
Make the
Like,
perfect circles
like a
and
perfect so yeah, those girls know that they do the miniature stuff. I know they do.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, tell me other hobbies that you're into because I know it's tell me things.
Things that I'm into. Oh goodness. Oh
Or
well.
what's one
This
that
is
answer that question for you as well?
I was on a kick one time where I was determined to visit every museum in Minnesota.
Ooh.
I bought the family pass plus two. So we were bringing friends. We were going to the lighthouse. We were doing this and doing that. And I was just like, oh God. I mean, I, call me a nerd, but I love that stuff. We went to somewhere and went into a cave where it was like, this wasn't part of the museum thing, but it's kind of like built like a museum. It's like an old um mine,
Mm-hmm.
and they turned it into a museum-ish type of thing. And it's in Minnesota, but I can't remember exactly where it's at. But
Ooh.
you take
Mm-hmm.
an elevator down underground
Mm-hmm.
and you get to drive in the carts that they, you
Wow.
know,
I
they
love a good interactive thing.
oh yeah, it was so interactive.
Yeah.
They showed you the tools and things that they use, and they said, that's me, you know.
That's,
I could be at a museum all
that's
day.
so
It's
cool.
really interesting.
Yeah.
I love to learn and I love to learn about history.
Yeah.
Um, these days I'm trying to learn about correct history.
Yeah.
And so there's new museums out there that I want to explore, especially
Yep.
in Minneapolis. And I know there's a Black History Museum that I haven't
Yeah.
yet, and you know, stuff like that. But that's and I love this is going off topic, but I love to dance.
Oh, I love museums and dance. That's my, I love that. Do you take dance classes where you are or like,
No, I that's on my list too to
yeah.
take dance class, and I think I want to learn merengue and
Ooh,
salsa, like all that kind of stuff,
that's fun. Yeah.
and it would even be fun to learn ballroom dancing, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Or
I
like swing. Is that
yeah.
even a certain dance? Swing when
Swing, oh gosh,
that
swing.
ballroom? Is
Yeah.
that the same thing? I don't know. But
I remember going to a swing, maybe a swing class once, but I think we were taking our kids, but we got to like watch. It was for a birthday party or something
very
like
cute.
that.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I really get into that and I love fishing.
Mhm.
That's something about me that people wouldn't know just looking at me or whatever.
Teach
But
me how to fish. I would love. I mean, I would be a wuss because I'm a city girl, but teach me.
I
I
don't really put the worms on the hooks and whatever, and I learned a lot about fishing over the years. So,
Yeah, that's very cool. I
yeah,
love this like array. It's like museum dance and fishing. That's
no, right?
scrapbooking and like
They don't go together.
calligraphy. I
Well,
love
maybe
it
the
for you.
museums and the scrapbooking kind of go together, but yeah,
I
they,
love this. I love this diversity of interests. It's very cool. Just
yeah.
very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Now I'm like trying to think of trips we could do together. Like, how do I get to fish with you? Is in my head.
I'm a Minnesota girl, land of 10,000 lakes or more.
Right. Right. That makes sense. When I went there, it was very mosquito-y because it was the summer. And I was like, why is it so mosquito-y? It's because all these damn lakes. Them lakes.
Where
Um,
I live now, I could fish right across the street. I see people fishing over there all the time, and I'm like, oh, we can fish. Okay. And then I went down further. Oh no, what happened was I went with my friend to a place called Centennial Lakes,
mhm.
and they were actually renting out fishing poles there. And so we got on the paddle boats and bought some ice cream and had some fun. And
That's
I was like, okay, I need to come here and so I could get my fish on.
That's so cool. I went down a rabbit hole once watching people do what they call tackles. Is that like all the wrapping? It was like very up close, it was very intense. I was like, I
Uh-huh.
love these sorts of things. Like I love that people do this and then I randomly stumble upon it. Uh,
Yeah.
I would, yeah, fishing's on my list for sure. Even
Yeah,
though I'm
I
definitely
haven't
like,
done it in a minute, but the things that I love to do, um, unfortunately, they've been kind of on the back burner a little bit because I'm building something and not that I don't have fun.
yeah,
I do,
you
but
do.
when it comes to those things that I really, really think are wonderful that I love to do,
Yeah,
those would be it. But yeah.
yeah.
So I don't want people to think I just sit in the house all day, I don't have fun. I do.
Oh
I go
no.
out, I do things. I go to
Oh,
fairs and community events and things like that.
yeah.
So
I had this little chart once when I was helping someone with like find time for joy. And we had like a list, and maybe this will help you, but we had a list at the top that was like things that required little to no time at all. So like listening to the birds, right? Things that was more noticing and less doing. And so we split this into three categories. Those things we do daily. And then in the middle, things that take like an hour or a little bit of prep or like some time that you really need to work in, those things we do weekly. So we pick one thing a week, right? Oh, I need an hour of scrapbooking. We'll do that once a week. And then things that require day trips, try to do that once a month so that you still sort of work it in like a structured way, but then it's still sort of like, I'm still noticing, getting joy in my daily. I get to tick off the things I've been wanting to do. And then I still get to like ease into those big days and still put them in the calendar, like go fishing, you know?
yeah,
Yeah.
I got to go to a waterfall because there's some. Well, I went to Wisconsin. One of my daughters is married, and so we went there to visit. And they
Yeah.
took us to this little, it's like a short waterfall, but very raging. Just the water was just
Oh,
really going. And we had to cross the river to get to the other side. And the water was really rushing.
oh, that's scary.
I was scared at first, but I was like, I have to face my fear. My daughter looked at me, she was like, "Hey, you want to go to the Boundary Waters?" I
Yeah.
was like, oh gosh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'm literally holding on to her backpack and got water up to a little past our waist. But
mhm.
you could feel, I was
How like strong.
like pushing against the water
Oh,
while I was
wow.
walking a little bit. I was like, I better not go floating off. You
Oh,
know,
that's,
but we did,
yeah.
everybody was doing it, so it was easier. But once you get in the middle,
Hmm.
and you got water like up to here.
Those are
It
scary.
just feels a little intimidating because
Yeah.
you feel, and I don't swim very well, but if I have to swim, I'm gonna swim.
Right.
I'm
Right. Listen, in a survival situation,
gonna figure something out. If I have to crawl and grab the sand,
do those.
Yeah, so but
Listen,
that was fun. Something we did last month together,
yeah,
um, as family. That was
you definitely are working it in. Like it sounds like it's part of your everyday. Maybe, yeah. I mean, it's you're there. You're all the way there. But do you
I'm
feel? Yeah,
trying. I'm
it
trying to do it.
sounds like
More
it sounds
consistent.
like we need to do some sessions together, like some just fun scrapbooky hobby things together, just to do it together. It'd be fun.
I think that would be great. Um, and also I will let people know
Mhm.
where they can find you and how they can connect with you
I
and
forgot we was interviewing.
ah, you know what? I will put everything will be in the description
Yeah,
of this
yeah.
video, where you can find Julie, where you can connect with her. She has a wonderful workshop,
Thank
all
you.
kinds of cool things.
Thank
And
you.
is there
Yeah.
anything else that I mean, I want to ask you some more questions. This is just a
Oh,
little commercial break.
oh. So they can find me at The Lost Shelf, thelostshelf.co. I just got .com, so wait till I redirect that, but it's .co. Um,
Okay.
you can also email me at julie at thelostshelf.co. Same thing. I'm on Substack as Lost in the Nooks. And thank you, Roxanne, for
Yeah.
for putting all the links because they're all going to be. But also, thank you for doing this. And I know we're not, you said we're not ending, but I just want to say thank you for this conversation. It's been very easy. And I know it's not, it doesn't always come easy for me to be this sort of free and
So
recorded.
proud of you, girl.
You're just very easy to talk to. So I'm grateful for you. Uh,
Oh, that's
so-
thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad. Um, okay, so this part is gaming and fun rabbit holes.
yeah.
So, what game has given you the most joy recently?
Ooh, the most joy. You know, this is not a new game by any means, but there's a game called Overcooked. It's on Xbox. I want to say it's on Switch, PlayStation, I'm sure it's on Steam. But it is a cooking game. It's a multiplayer game. So I play with my partner and my sister. And it's a very communication heavy game because it's essentially like too many cooks in the kitchen. You're all cooking the same meals and you're like, you have to throw things to each other to get these orders out. And so it has been a
Oh,
really fun family game because I'm like, Taylor, get the lettuce. It's very dramatic.
game. I think my kids played it. The people are like
The
kind of,
people are like, yes, exactly.
and they're just running everywhere. Yeah,
They're
I would
on fire.
laugh and watch them play that game.
It's
Wow, that's
hilarious.
funny.
It is so funny. So I think that's been one of the greatest of all times in terms of like family games. It's really also easy to like teach people so they can hop right in.
Okay,
And you can
okay.
get good at it really fast. And there's some really hard levels that require you to be yelling at your family. So it's all fun and games, I think. Uh,
Yeah, I remember all the screaming and hollering. I'm like, oh
yeah,
my God.
things are burning. Yeah.
No, I really enjoy those games. I love watching people play. Like I don't think I'll ever know how to play um the fightings. What do you call this? Ultimate fighting of all the characters from
Oh, it's like Super Smash Bros. And stuff like
yeah,
that.
Super
Yeah.
Smash Brothers. You
Uh-huh.
know, I'm showing my age, but anyway,
I don't know half the games either. That's how it goes.
I will never know how to play that
Neither.
because I can't keep up with all the movement.
Neither.
Even they tell me like, Mama, just focus on one character. I'm like, but they're bouncing and they're blowing up and they're doing this and then the background changes and what about
It's too much.
I can't do all that,
No,
you know.
I'm with you on that. Like, give me like a Tekken or like an old school fighting game,
Yeah.
uh, but I can't do Super Smash Bros. I don't know. The girls don't come for me for it,
But I
but
watch them play and I crack up just listening to all the banter. It's just hilarious. So
yeah.
I know how you feel about that one.
It's
That
gonna
cook.
be in their memories too that you watched and you were there. Like I remember growing up and my grandma playing Zelda and then watching me play Zelda. And like
Oh,
that's such a fond memory of joy in family. And I think that's so important. It's so important that we show that we do this, like you go on trips with your family and for yourself. So I'm just that makes me so happy to think of like y'all sitting there watching this falling off of the cliffs of the Super Fast Smash Bros because it doesn't make any sense.
I'm
Uh,
sitting there asking questions. I'm like, well, what's this? And what? How did they do that? Oh my God, what was that? I'm just like, and I
exactly.
watched my kids play Zelda, and it was the most calming.
It's so good.
I just, until the moon came up the next day or whatever, and I'm just like, wow. And I mean, I'm just weird.
No, no, not by any means. We're here. We're here together. And whatever.
Yeah. And when, oh gosh, in 99, I
Mm-hmm.
remember here when the Nintendo 64 came
Mm-hmm.
out,
Sure. Mm-hmm.
and we thought we had the Donkey Kong game.
Yeah.
We thought we were getting old school Donkey Kong because we'd never played this game before.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
You're
then we
like arcade Donkey
put
Kong.
it in and plug it up, and he's sitting there. And I'm looking at my son, he's looking at me. I was like, I don't know what this is. I thought it was gonna be like do 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 do, and all the, and I was like, and he was just like, Mama, I was like,
The learning curve
he
on the hobbies we talked about.
figured it out. He figured
Yeah.
it out. Eventually, they started playing it, and I was like, wow,
Yeah.
this is really incredible. I didn't think that it could ever get to this point. It looks so real. Look at
Think
this.
about that every time. Every time a game ad comes out, I'm like, I thought that was the best we could ever get. And
Yeah,
somehow
yeah,
keeps
they
going.
top it. Yeah.
It keeps going. I was like, can you remember even in like the late 90s, early 2000s, you were like, this is the clearest picture I've ever seen on TV. And then you look at it now and you're like, what happened?
HD, 4K,
Like,
3000
like
PSD.
right now, I can't imagine TV getting any clearer. Like I'm in the screen already.
Right.
How else could we go? Like how more, Anyway.
The dinosaur's gonna jump out.
No, it's too much.
We're not gonna need glasses.
Everything is 3D and holographic. It's too much.
Yeah. But yeah, there were some wonderful memories built around
Mhm.
video game playing. I love watching my daughter play um oh gosh,
You got it.
Red.
Red Dead Redemption?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? The guy on the horse?
Yes.
Yes.
The
I would
champion.
sit and watch for 2 hours. I would watch her play that game. And,
Yeah.
and you get so emotionally attached in some way.
Yeah.
You're just like, he's dying from tuberculosis.
Oh, I love thinking about this as memory for you and
Oh,
your family.
Red
Like, that
Dead.
just makes me so
Yeah.
happy. It's
Yeah,
so serious. All of it matters. It's just hot, but yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's
So I learned a lot too about my kids watching them play
yes.
games and watch their
That's
friendships
cool.
with their friends grow as they watch and play these games,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
We talk about
Um, let's see, what's another one? Uh, I guess we just answered this one. It's like, have you ever started a game or hobby thinking it'd be quick, but ended up hours deep?
Oh, sure. Like felting. I've tried to like do a little felt animal, and I was like,
Okay.
I've been stabbing my whole life, and nothing come of this. It's only a ball. Definitely. I thought like I bought this little felting kit from Michael's or somebody, Joanne's, R.I.P. Joanne.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be like a quick little, you just make like a little hamster out of felt. And I was like, that's gonna be in no time. I was gonna gift it to my friend. here I am an hour later, still poking at this one ball of felt. I said, I don't know about this one. It's a patience thing. That's so bad. I need to work on my patience for my hobbies. But
Oh, I get it.
yeah. What about you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you
Definitely.
fall in love with it and then it's like a lifelong hobby. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, one of those things would be the scrapbooking for me.
Right.
Like, I get to a point where I was like, I had a time limit, but just forget it. I'm just gonna keep working,
Yeah.
because I want to get this picture. I at least want to get that in there, and oh darn, I need to put that, it's just
Yeah.
one thing just keeps going. It's kind of
Yeah.
like Chat GPT where you get to you put in a thing and it is like
Snowball. The
it
snowball.
keeps asking you questions. Do you want me to do that? You
I'm
want
here. I'm just putting this on charge. I don't want it to
Oh,
die on us.
no problem. No problem. So yeah, I've definitely been in rabbit holes with arts and crafts and things like that. But
Yeah.
I would love to start something with you if you want to,
Yeah.
where we invite people to come and just geek out with us doing
Would
something
love. Would
with
love.
love.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would be happy to. Um, you reminded me of a thing. What was it? Oh yeah, it's just like being in flow at work, right? Like sometimes you're like, I'm just going, like I'm just doing it. I'm just keep going until, of course, you have to balance the time, but that's good.
Yeah.
No, you know that that's a thing that you like. And then you can question that, like, what about this do I like? Why can I be in this creative flow with this thing? And that's really cool.
Yeah.
I love when you get to know
Yeah.
yourself better and your family and your friends by their hobbies or like what they do. Like you said, love it.
Yeah, I think doing that scrapbooking was more when I was raising my kids at home. So I had that extra time. I could say, oh,
Yeah,
whatever, I've been on here longer than I should, but or wanted to, but I
yeah,
have more time. But these days, that would have to be something that I really um, you know, deem as precious. And I put it
yeah.
in my, put it in my schedule and
Mhm.
work to put that in there. So
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. It's like
Yeah.
what we talked about, just like what is your priority for this and is it over any other priorities that you have and why not? And yeah, I think joy should be prioritized. But we know this.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you just answered this question. I was going to ask, what's your favorite way to combine your hobbies, like reading and crafting, or gaming and decorating?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's also why I also love to like decorate my space as sort of like a space for hobbies and joy because then I get to combine all the decor. Like the bookshelves serve as pretty decor, but they are also books that I read. I have a
Right.
gaming closet. It has all of the board
Okay.
games and things. Well,
Well, here's our last question, and this is probably my
everyone.
favorite question to ask you right now. If you could live in the world of one book and take all your hobbies with you, which
Oh,
book world would you choose? I think I know the answer, but I don't know.
oh my, that sounds wild. Here's the thing. I read a lot of books that like the worlds are cool, but they're like falling apart or apocalyptic or like dystopian. So I don't know about being in those worlds. They're nice, but they're not like to live in.
Right.
Oh, it has to be like a kid's book, and I'm trying to think of the right kid's book.
Okay. Okay.
What was the one you were thinking?
I was thinking you probably say like a world where Harry Potter lived or something
I
like
figured you know, I do love a magical world. I can't say
that.
Harry Potter because of all the authors, J.K. Rowling does deserve a lot of drama. Uh, so she could get shamed. That's fine. But yes, a Harry Potter like world, I think.
Yeah. Harry Potter-ish
Something
type
magical.
world.
And maybe less like dark art. Like there's so much.
Yeah, not the dark art part, but
Yeah,
just the
something chiller.
yeah, I get maybe we could figure something else out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what kind of world I would. Well, at this time, I probably would want to be in a world that was Okay, honestly, I'm thinking of some very peaceful,
Mm.
beautiful meadows and um, flowers that not walk and do weird things, but just they look different and they
Ah,
might bloom taller than you or something, but
oh,
they're not allergic, but it's just a beautiful world of meadows and trees
better. Oh, I
and
love that.
flowy rivers and things like that,
I love that.
Um, and then I have a dance hall somewhere
Exactly.
somewhere on the other side of the island.
Yeah, yeah. Right by the water.
Yeah,
By the water. Um,
yeah.
yeah. This is not a book. Actually, I don't know if it's a book, but do you remember that cartoon Maggie and the Ferocious Beast, Mag?
Yes.
I don't know why I thought of that because I remember there ever a setting or were they always in like meadows? Like I
Gosh,
don't remember them in
you
any
know, they were in metals quite a bit, weren't
I
they?
don't remember them ever being anywhere but outside.
Yeah, somebody wrote that book and just was like, hey, here it is. I
Yeah.
like the outdoors. Here's the story.
Yeah, I thought about that when you said that, but
Oh, I have to sneeze.
oh, bless you.
Sorry.
I like how it was coming. It was like the build the build up of the sneeze.
Oh, goodness. What's a book that's inspired you to start or change a hobby? This will be the last question.
Oh, let's see.
Or is that even a thing? I mean,
I've not actually done this hobby, but it's on my list now. And I didn't know it was like a bougie school thing. But I want to say, I don't remember the book. I want to say it was like, what's that vampire book that's now a show? It's Discovery. Oh, I think it's a witch book. It's Discovery of the Witches, I think. It's set in like a dark academia situation, if I'm
oh,
remembering that's that book. But she was like rowing in the mornings, like regularly. And I was
oh,
like, that's like I'd never thought consider apparently that's a bougie school thing and they be doing that. I don't know, it's not
okay. Yeah, I think it's coming to me now. Yeah, they roll in some of these higher
uh,
types. Yeah.
so I have because of that, I added rowing to my list of like I things that you can work out and do like as a hobby. I've never considered just being like, oh, I'm gonna just wake up in the morning, get my like little row in and like and continue by my day. Like I don't know why I thought that was cool. Um,
Yeah.
so I have not started that, but it is on my list. I think typically I get books after I learn about a hobby, like I got a bookbinding book or a type book for the letterpress, but not typically before.
Right.
Now I'm like, I'll have to think more about it because
Okay. Okay.
that's a good question. I'll see
I
what
don't,
I'm sure I've been inspired to do a thing, but now I can't think of it.
great. No, that was kind of off the cuff. I mean, I see people sailing in this lake across the street all the time. They have
Mhm,
sailing Sundays and you have to pay to sail in a boat or whatever. And
mhm.
then I see people parasailing and
Yeah.
um canoeing and paddle boating and doing all the things, kayaking. And I'm
Mhm.
just like, why don't I ever have
We should just do
I
it.
I just, and I keep thinking, you're not a thrill seeker, you're not a thrill seeker, I keep thinking stuff like that is thrill
Oh,
seeking, but I will go paddle boating and I will go canoeing because I enjoy those two things. But
yeah.
kayaking to me is too close to the water, and and I keep thinking I'm gonna be the person that flips over and doesn't flip
Oh,
back. So
I get it. I
I
get it.
just gotta, get over a few things, and I think I'll try something new,
And you will.
and
You will.
yeah, I want to try something new.
Yeah.
'Cause I went paddle boating a couple weeks ago, and then
Oh,
canoeing's next, and I think I might try um, what's the word? Kayaking before
yeah.
the summer's over.
Yeah. I will say, like when I visited Minnesota, I was like, we outside. Like y'all are outside, and I love that. And um whenever I read like a book that's set in nature, I'm like, I could go outside. So speaking of that, I'm like, maybe I'll like birding or something or like watching. And I do,
Yeah,
but not like consistently. I don't say it's, I mean, maybe I'd say it was a hobby, but I like to watch the bunnies. But birding would
yeah,
be cool. Like I bought a bird catalog for some reason. It was like $1 at a thrift store. What am I gonna do with that? I don't know. I need to go look at some birds.
Yeah, you can figure out what different birds are. There's a lot of them out there if you really start paying attention to them. Because
Yeah.
literally right now I'm looking at birds. My background for my computer is like it changes to all these different types of birds,
Yeah. That's
which
so
I think is pretty interesting that we're talking about that.
that's very
But,
cool. There
but
was
yeah,
a house finch nest in the front of my house, and I was like, I ended up going down the rabbit hole Googling about this bird. I was like, maybe I would be into birding. Bird,
yeah, you never know.
you and
Get
I,
some binoculars and
my neighbors would be like, what is she looking at?
oh, you know,
I mean,
that's
I'm
what
doing
it's come to these days. People looking, you know, it might be somebody snooping. You never know.
they're gonna be looking at me, looking at them.
Right? You're like, everybody's wearing
That's gonna
binoculars.
be me. That's gonna be me and them. I did.
Oh man, thank you so much for your
Oh,
time and helping us look into your world a little bit and asking me about mine. I appreciate that. And I will definitely put everything in the description, like I said earlier, about how to find Julie, how to connect with her, and if you want to join any of her workshops or things
yeah.
that she has going on, go ahead and give it a shot. Find that joy, and if there's anything else that you want to add,
Find the joy.
okay.
No, thank you. Thank you so much for doing this. I feel very comfortable apparently in my kitchen, so maybe we should chat in the kitchen more. I felt less, maybe when I sit at my desk, I'm like, so anyway,
Yeah.
thank you.
Well,
Have a great
you're
day.
welcome.
And
You're welcome. Oh, your beautiful tea came out wonderfully. And well, thanks again, everybody, for joining me, Chef Roxie, and interviewing another wonderful creator. And you have a blessed day.